feel there are many different framings and narratives and ways of describing this. Some of the ones that I've been speaking about most recently are around organisming, how to organism together, some type of collective intelligence. And so, and a multimodal intelligence. The somatic intelligence is online with the emotional intelligence of the heart, is online with the cognitive intelligence, is online with the transcendent intelligence. And so feeling, a felt scent is kind of like this complexity of intelligence, whether that I feel in my body, in my energetic channel, and my chi of, oh, my heart's online, my mind's online, the sort of spaciousness of my soul and my spirit. I feel a fullness of an energetic body that's entangled with, and in a sense of interbeing, or becoming more interbeing-y, more intelligent as an interbeing. And so in these spaces, an analogy that I like to use is, as a technologist, is one of information transfer that is on something like a fiber optic high fidelity cable, where there's less or not so much posturing, and the play is with the knowledge of the costume and the identity and the ego, but there's not a lot of collapsing and protecting and, I'm this sort of character, coming into a space that it's very heart open, but I would also say informationally open, as informationally open and intimate as possible, such that the energy that is coming out of my body, out of my energetic center, out of my mind, starts to feel abductive, intuitive, synchronistic, serendipitous, as we all get into a sort of flow. So I think that the capacities that enable that are a sensitivity to energy, a sensitivity to emotional state, all of these intelligence, positive intelligence, cognitive intelligence, emotional intelligence, somatic intelligence, all of those spiritual intelligence that Wigglesworth work, different capabilities and capacities to come into a space where we're all growing those and aware of those and building them together and listening to everybody else's flow and kind of getting into that like we space. I'll stop there, but that's been my experience of what it is across many different gatherings. And you mentioned earlier, I think, about jazzing, about conversational jazzing and riffing, and getting in the space where we're doing some type of cosmic improv or conversational jazz, or becoming is expressed at the level of how well the jazz musicians show up, right? For me, it's like, so if you are a bunch of Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, if you get the jazz artists in the space, you're going to be making some phenomenal fusion jazz music, fit for the gods that we all are. So, and every space has its own sort of jam that it takes on, and the more practiced and the more embodied the practitioners, I find the funner and more intricate and complex and dynamic the jam becomes, the music is. That's where I'll end.
Along with our website at portalsofperception.org, Portals is also available on YouTube and on all podcast platforms, as well as social media. You can become an active member and join the conversation in community events. And you can help us get the word out by liking this content and by sharing it with your friends.